I'm talking Terry. What's up, peeps? Anyway, listen up. When white men of all ages, young white men, older white men, start to panic, you need to understand that something wrong is happening. Why? Because Western white men have been conditioned for eons, literally for centuries, to be calm and to be accepting, to be tolerant, and to be equalitarian. They have been brainwashed by the school system. Not like myself. I come from North Africa, a very conservative country. Plus, I have what we call genetic memory that goes from millennia, right? And by the same token, white guys have also a genetic memory that brainwashed them to be okay, it's fine. But even them right now, they're seeing that it's getting outrageous out there. So you must panic when they do panic. I mean, you see, a human being is a duality of two things. Culture, which is education, something he learns or he's brainwashed with somehow. And there's also a genetic construct, right? He is hardwired to act and to think that way. You need to comprehend that white men stem from millennia of doing battle versus the Saracens, the Muslims, right? My ancestors. So for them, it's always the opposite, the enemy, so to speak. And sometimes they want to act different. Oh, the Muslims are quite conservative with their women. They don't let them do this or that, and they control everything. So we probably have to be the opposite, right? And probably they have done that for the last few centuries after the Renaissance. But right now, they're probably awakened to the reality and say, bro, what the hell have we done? What have you done? And so, when you see white dudes, Western white dudes, panicking and starting to realize that this is bullshit out there, you need to be worried. Face it. I mean, these guys built up this damn civilization we're living in right now. It is what it is. It's nothing personal, right? Nothing personal. I'm North African. Civilization is not there. It died 5 centuries ago. And since 5 or 6 centuries ago, it's all Europe and Western Europe. Period. Accept it. Don't tell me you were this, you were that. You know? We were back in the day, but we died out. So for the last few centuries, it's all them. When they start to panic, you need to realize something bad is happening for good measure, because indeed something very bad is occurring in a very, very, very fast pace. While talking about genetic construct, white men usually, they can take it. They're all chill, it's all fine, but when they're pushed to some extreme and cornered, their reaction will be rather special. I cannot even say it here, but you guys know what white men can do. You know that serial Terminators, all of them are white dudes, and they're very efficient at doing that. In the last few wars, the most efficient armies are all constructed of white dudes. Every single weaponry out there is invented by white dudes. They're very efficient at it. So push them all you want, but they're quite lethal if you push the envelope to a certain extent. And there you have it. Time will tell. Time will tell, because a lot of men are awakening to this reality. And if these men who worked so hard to construct this damn civilization zero in collectively, and they recognize who is the culprit, who is basically causing their own doom, the enemy from within, the reaction might be rather swift, efficient, and we'll see how it goes. If there is a sustainable amount of them, number of them, that create some sort of a critical mass and they awaken all at once like one man and they address the enemy from within, they can fix this, or else we're all doomed. We're all doomed. So it is what it is. It has to do with Western civilization. It is the current civilization. You might tell me that it's China or Japan, but these guys are piggybacking on the Western civilization, or that technology, their construction, and their skyscrapers. Sorry, they're westernized. Right? So if this one goes down, the rest goes down. The rest would go down pretty much. There is no time for another civilization to spark somewhere else, because geography is history. The world is too small. For a civilization to bloom, it needs conditions, pillars, isolation. There is no isolation right now. What happens in Tokyo, you can see it live now. What happens in Arabia, you can see it now. So it's too late unless you go to another planet, which Elon Musk is diligently trying to do, unsuccessfully so. So be realistic. If this one goes down, there is no damn reset. It's the end. And so I received a lot of questions from men asking me what to do. What is the solution? There is no simple solution, right? I'm not gonna tell you, hey, revert to Islam, be Muslim like myself. It's quite easy, and it tells you what to do. It's proper. It's not democracy. I'm not gonna lie to you. You just need to follow orders, commandments of God, and you follow them, and that's it. It's proper hierarchy. I'm not gonna BS you, oh, freedom, this and that. No, rules, and they're quite strict. But let's say you're not Muslim like myself. What you can do at least is to disengage, for Lord's sake. Do not help the party who is sabotaging you. Do not help them. Do not engage with them. Do not put yourself in harm's way. First thing to think of, do not get married. What is wrong with you? You're already sustaining this civilization. Your taxes, your work, you are sustaining this. So by all means, disengage. Do not help the party who is shooting you in the foot. By all means, do not help them. Do not simp. Every gesture counts. When you go out, you pay for your own drink, and it stops right there. Do not simp. Do not simp also intellectually, or basically virtually, by your DM and giving attention and free validation. Go watch the movie 300. Watch it some more. And when you arrive to the scene, when basically the Spartan leader, right, says, give them nothing and take away from them everything, watch it more. When Leonidas yells, give them nothing and take away from them everything. That's your mojo. Do it all day, every day. You give nothing. Nothing. That's it. Well, if you're confused and you are a man of God, that you believe in a creator, let me tell you this. Bottom line is this. Satan has an army, and I contend that the strongest soldier currently in his army is Jezebel. Jezebel. She is by far the strongest soldier or general in